Welcome back to Beelzebub the Jag. In this large box here, I've got a couple of panels. Let's just reach in and grab one out. There's not many panels on the series 3 which are rusty, but this is definitely one of them. This is it goes in the front wheel arch. I can't remember which way around. I think it's that way around. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It goes in the front wheel arch, and the stones and the mud and it all gets flicked up on here. If you imagine the passenger's feet sort of sitting in the footwell, it sort of sits at an angle like that. There's a gap. There's another panel here for the passenger's feet. Then there's a gap, but obviously mine started to rust, and it will have definitely got holes in it, and moisture will have definitely got through. So I've got a complete new panel. There is another one in this box, exactly the same, and there's also like a rubber strip that goes against the it clips on here and it touches the wing. And there's another panel which goes across, it literally goes across the top of the wing. And there's a fresh air duct that leads into the dashboard. So it takes fresh air from the headlight. There's a chrome bezel which has got a vent in it. It allows fresh air, and it goes across the top of the wing. And it's got a panel which stops all the mud flying up. So I haven't actually taken that out. I'm hoping that's in decent condition, but I've actually got a brand new rubber which is in this box. So there is another one of those. Let's have a look. It's quite a large box, quite difficult to get everything on camera. There we go. Let's get that packing out. Now this is it's a pretty large panel. It goes at the back of the car. It's called the rear valance. It sits at the back, and the exhausts protrude through here, and they sort of cock off to the left and the right, twin exhausts. But mud and water gets through here, and it's like a dish. It just sort of sits with mud and water, so they're extremely vulnerable. Very, very rare to find a Jaguar XJ6 or an XJ12 that hasn't got a rotten valance. There is a difference between the Series 1, 2 and 3. The Series 3s have this extra, if you can see, it's just sort of an extra panel, an extra bracket welded on. The bumper mount and goes through there. Series 1s and 2s don't have that. It's only the Series 3 that has this extra. So if you're buying one, be careful you don't accidentally buy one that would fit a Series 1 or a 2. Yeah, you would definitely wouldn't fit if you get that mixed up. What else have we got? I think it's just so let's just try and tip out. Ooh, excuse me, struggling. Just trying to, I can't actually get my head. Here we go. Oh, that's just one of these rubbers I was telling you about. That it's a brand new rubber that goes. It doesn't actually. There's a shorter piece which clips on here somewhere. I think it literally just pokes on. But I've ordered a separate bit. There we go. Look. And I've ordered a shorter bit. It just literally clips on and off. And this is a brand new one that will go across the underside of the wing. There's another stone guard that it's about 1.5 meters long. It starts here and it bends around, goes right across the top of the wing on the inside, and that's the rubber to stop it leaking. But that's brand new, and I'm hoping that when I take the originals off, they might be in better condition, because I haven't actually found any replacement panels for the big long one. I might have to sort of cut sections out and weld new sections in, but I do know that my original sort of toe it's where the toes go. I think it's called the toe board or the toe splash board. Very, very vulnerable position. It takes an absolute battering from stones, grit, salt, rain, mud. And yeah, mine are very rusty both sides, so I could have tried patching it, but I want the car to be nice. And what I will do, I will strip off all of this black. Likewise on the valance, I'll strip all the black off, and I'll etch and I will epoxy primer them, then I'll paint them, then I will rust treat them with the, what's it called, like that rubberized type of stuff, the Schultz. I'll do that both sides, and to the inside of the valance. I will Schultz that inside. So, these are inevitably going to get a battering from the weather, and if I've protected them very well, I don't believe the factory made that sort of effort. I think they were actually bolted on and sort of sprayed in situ. I don't think they were painted separately, rust proof, then put on. So, and obviously when this panel comes out, I'll have access to the actual board where the passengers, and down by the pedals where on the driver's side, I'll have access to the other side. Make sure that I treat that thoroughly, you know, rust treat it, paint it, prime it, fill it with wax, and then put this panel on top with all shiny new screws. But it's going to be a big job, but I want it to be right.